Hi, everyone. Ashley, why are you wearing roller skates?
Well, Brett, it's Walt Disney World, and I thought we were supposed to share some of our favorite things from Walt Disney World in the 80s, and mine was the roller skating rink at Pleasure Island. Right? Anyone? Anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, many people.
No. I mean, I think I'm with them. Some things should be left in the 80s. Cars and roller skates don't really seem like they mix all that well.
Well, in fairness, I was only 8, so I was just roller skating. But what was one of your favorite things in the 80s?
I'm glad you asked. Actually, one of my favorite things in the 80s were all the amazing looks that Mickey himself was rocking.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at that sorcerer costume. Come on. One of my favorite things was this Mickey doll that was like bright pink and turquoise.
Okay,
Sorcerer, right?
I'm obsessed with Mickey's Epcot costume.
That is pretty spectacular. And I mean, Mickey always looks good in scuba gear, so.
Yep.
Right? But I think you also were a fan of...
I was a fan of Minnie and the decade of Totally Minnie. Who remembers Totally Minnie, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so Minnie had some really good looks, but there was also some really good shows. Let's check this out.
I think we could learn a thing or two from Minnie Mouse. You know, another amazing part of the 80s decade were all the celebrity visits here at Walt Disney World, like Elton John.
And a personal favorite of mine, Mr. Miyagi.
Yes, and then of course, the Radio City Rockettes.
Yeah, they came and did a show at Walt Disney World.
You want to strike a Rockettes pose?
I think you have a better one.
That's all I got for you. Okay. Yes, they did a brief little stint here in, I think, 85, celebrating America. How special is that? But then, of course, there was an anniversary that happened in the 80s.
The 15th anniversary.
And we all know that nobody does anniversaries like Walt Disney World, so let's take a look at how they celebrated that special moment.
Exciting parties ever thrown. It's the magic of Walt Disney World's 15th birthday celebration, and you're invited.
We're having a party. 15 years. Gonna party all year long.
You just want to watch cars. Happy, is what I said.
I don't know.
I love it.
But I really love all of these musical numbers from the 80s.
I think I just clicked the wrong button, so let's skip ahead. But more Dolly. Would you like to see more Dolly? I think she should probably host every anniversary celebration.
I think so too. I could always have more Dolly in my life.
Probably give you some hair tips and tricks, right?
Good. But okay, the 80s also brought my favorite park, Epcot Center.
That's right. 1983 showed us Horizons opening in the Future World was the first attraction there, I believe. And then also my favorite, Journey into Imagination with Figment.
Yes, and the Dreamfinder is upstairs.
One Little Spark.
Yes.
Yeah,
and then my favorite, the Veggie Fruit Show, which is what I call it.
It's actually called Kitchen Cabaret, but you know.
Or the Veggie Fruit Show.
Veggie fruit, veggie fruit, veggie fruit. Dun dun dun. Okay, she didn't sing with me last Destination D, and she's not gonna sing with me.
No, I'm gonna leave him hanging out to dry.
So, sorry, my clicker is getting really frenzied here.
He told me that I wasn't allowed to click and
Yeah,
skate.
well, I think we know we should not be clicking now. But what happened? Sorry, we're all over the place. This is live. Somebody's moving it for us. Hold on, please.
Okay.
15 years.
I think this happened last time.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
now we should probably take a look at the professional dancers and how they opened
Epcot Center.
Yes. Tuck and roll is okay. That's gonna make for some interesting photos. Okay, we gotta keep moving, people. This is a lot crammed in this decade. There were a lot of things opening.
A lot opened, like Disney's MGM Studios.
That's right.
Yes. I love when I get to say that.
Yes, let's not keep them waiting. Let's look at how they opened and the cool dance moves they had. This is great. Pay attention to Indiana Jones.
Intrigue lots to bring disaster. Chasing couldn't be much faster. Pageants orchestrated masterfully. Illusions, fantasies to stud. Battles, dangerous or bloody. Join up, everybody can see. Just for you, all our miracles on display. We got parts to perform, hearts to warm. Made for Hollywood, that's who we got, moving Hollywood. We're in the office for your young.
We may not there's more, but we're running out of time. So, let's talk about what else opened in the 80s.
So everything opened in the 80s. Not only did we have Disney's MGM Studios, but we had Typhoon Lagoon.
That's right. So many things. And Pleasure Island.
My favorite.
Complete with a roller skating bar.
Yes.
Again, who thought of that? But all of these amazing things that were happening in the 80s would not have been possible without the amazing cast members. Just like today, celebrating 50 years of Walt Disney World, we celebrate the cast members. Back then, they did as well. They're the ones who made the magic happen. So let's take a little peek into a special video created to do just that, celebrate the cast members.
We share with others in the things we do. And this great big world we're all about needs love and understanding to make it spin around. We live deep within the hearts of each and every child, young and old. You make our world spin round and round. You give us what it takes
take you back to our lost youth. It's clearly lost. Those moves. And for the record, Ashley's older. Thank you.
Well, Brett, you know what they say? Age before beauty.
Oh.
I'm more than just a pretty face, okay?
Uh-huh. Love you, buddy.
Love you too, I think.
Well, now my beautiful friend and I may be known for our work with cinematic characters, but I think Brett would agree that some of our favorite characters were born not on screen, but in the park.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I am not ashamed at all to say that my favorite musical artist is none other than Big Al.
I did not know that about you, but I am a Sunny Eclipse girl myself.
Oh.
Right?
I can see that. Yeah. Well, whichever theme park originals are among your favorite characters, this next presentation is just for you.
Here to celebrate the park stars of Walt Disney World, please welcome Disney Imagineers Diana Roast and Jason Grant.
New passengers, we welcome you aboard our Highway in the Sky and hope you've enjoyed the Magic Kingdom. We're traveling to Disney's